For this next part of our trip, join us as we leave Fraser Island and sail
onto Bundaberg,
then
out to Lady Musgrave Island for some snorkelling
and island life. We set the course from Rooney Point on Fraser Island to the mouth of the Burnett River. The forecast was for a 15-knot northerly, so we were looking forward to a comfortable 6-hour sail.
6.5s, 7s, blowing 23 to 24. We're heading up to the leads.
The wind consistently delivered 10 knots more than the forecast, but with a reefed main and headsail, we were fast and comfortable, making the 40 nautical mile passage in about 5 hours. Been getting a few 25s, 28 knots, a few little gusts. Once we get into the channel here, I think we're going to bear away a bit, head over. The next markers are down that way. Go up on into the river and very soon it'll be flat again. Sophie's just gone down to check the course and the speed. And what's happening, Sophie?
We're charging into port at 8 knots.
We arrived at Burnett Heads with enough time to motor upriver to Bundaberg, where we would stay for a couple of days to wait for a favourable wind to sail to Lady Musgrave. Here we are, doing the grocery run. We've got 2 trolleys. How far have we got to go, Sophie?
I reckon we've got about a kilometre.
Yeah.
We can work the angles with the trolleys.
Because the pavement is not flat. No. So anyway, bit of fun, bit of exercise for the day. After spending a day reprovisioning the boat, Michael and I decided to hire a car and take a day trip to Agnes Water and 1770. We hiked the short track to Busted Bay Lookout, which gave a great view over the entrance to Round Hill Creek. We had lunch under a tree and watched the Lark tour begin. We visited Chinaman's Beach and enjoyed the peaceful paperbark forest boardwalk.
shallow. Powerboat's even picking his way through there, and that little curve there, very shallow.
This is the creaky sort of entrance. It's very low tide. The next day we moved downriver on the high tide to position ourselves for departure to Lady Musgrave Island. Leaving early in the hope of getting out to Lady Musgrave today, because we've got a little window of a few days of not much wind, which means it might be a motor job, but fingers crossed we'll get a bit of breeze when we get out there. There's the river in the morning. It was really windy last night when we pulled in. In the middle of the night it just dropped off, and now we've got this beautiful morning. Anchor's coming up. We're up, we're off.
We're off.
time for the morning deck chamois. Get all this moisture off, gets rid of the salt. We interrupt this chamoising to watch the sunrise. Coming out of Burnett River, and here comes the sun. The day has begun. We're getting overtaken by a big tug. Sailing along at between 8.5 and 9.2 knots. The wind's gradually built up to 20 to 24 knots.
It's a funny 8 knots.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 8 knots. We thought we'd be motoring, but you know, this is what we got. So, romping along. One reef in the main, full headsail.
Just done me washing up.
Yep.
It was a bit tippy.
Bill's checking the trim and Sophie's on the helm. Mikey's on the helm. Nice broad reach. Bit of a, what have we got, a southwesterly.
Here we are, it's about 11:30. We started off in probably 8 knots of breeze, then it built to 25. Now it's dropped back off and gone behind us. We've got the pole out, running square downwind, 13 knots of breeze. Bill's currently got 6.5. Very comfortable. Jackie's just chilling. Music going. Sophie's having a bit of a sleep downstairs.
My eyes are open.
Billy's looking very relaxed. She's on the auto helm at the moment. Yep. About 2.5 hours to go to Lady Musgrave. The wind is doing as it was told it was supposed to do. It's supposed to abate.
The water is blue.
Blue water, yes. Very nice.
A little bit excited. I don't know what to do first. Go on the island, go for a snorkel, go for a swim.
Jackie's never been there before. Me and Bill have been there before, and Sophie has, so it's going to be all new for Jackie.
Yeah,
she's a bit excited.
Doing it all for me.
She's like a little Captain Cook, she is. She likes to go exploring. We're getting closer. Jackie's cleaning the bottom of the boat. We can start to see just over there is Lady Musgrave Island. Hello, Bill. You've almost got us here.
Just relaxing.
She's on auto helm. We've got the sails down.
Perfect day.
The day's dropped off in wind. There's not a white cap behind us now, or maybe occasional little one. So we're motoring.
Dinghy's clean again.
Dinghy's all clean. And we weren't sure sitting in the Burnett River whether it was going to be good or bad, but it was pretty damn good. It's 1:15. We should be there by 2.
There's Lady Musgrave. This catamaran was on a mooring just outside the entrance channel to the lagoon, waiting for the slack tide. Right now the tide was close to low and was rushing out the narrow entrance. We decided we would rely on our large motor and go through.
How we going there, Michael? Straight like that, perfect. What they call me, perfect. Break through here in a minute. At least you can see the reef.
There were some high adrenaline moments, but we pushed into the lagoon without incident and began picking our way past the bommies to our anchorage close to the island. We're here. What are we going to do?
Snorkel.
We're going snorkelling, we're going swimming, we're going on the beach. No, we're here. What are you going to do? Then, over the next 4 days, there were big decisions to be made. Should we go for a snorkel or a beach walk, or swap stories with other travellers, or explore the reef? Oh my goodness, I think we had found...
I've just had a snorkel along this reef edge over here from those boats up there, right along over there. We stopped about where the sun is going down. These 4 yachts over here are all on moorings, but we're actually anchored. A few boats over there. The blue boat out there is a research vessel for the government. It's outside the reef. Beautiful day.
Next morning, we went ashore to explore the island.
It's Friday. We've come for a walk around the island. Running a bit of a southerly at the moment. Boats are anchored off here, protection of the reef. There's the tower and the lighthouse. It looks like a rock shelf, but it's a coral. Here's Jackie walking on the wall. Coral wall. My little island girl. It's been for an explore. Thinks she could live out here on the island.
That's very nice.
We're off into the central part of the island, into the land of birds. Try and keep everybody to the one central track because there's lots of burrows off to the side here, like mutton bird holes. Some nests and lots of bird life. Very cool in here compared to outside. Well, what do you think of Lady Musgrave?
I think I could live here.
There's warrigal greens on the island, so you're right with your greens. I might have to learn how to catch seabirds. Harvesting of the sea, have to catch the rainwater. I think maybe my whole day would be taken up with survival, which is probably not a bad thing.
We were on Masthead Island and we had plastic bags and we put plastic bags over all the trees and then they transpired and gave us water. 5 little reef sharks. 5 little reef sharks are in there.
The barge came in this morning, dropped off some campers and took some other camping people home, I guess. And this is the result. They just dump everything onto the beach and then people spend all day setting up, I guess, and dragging it up to their campsites. Yesterday the beach was empty. Looking a bit different in the lagoon this morning.
This is the boat case of current.
For some people, the wind was welcome. While the windy weather was perfect for the kiteboarders, it was also a great opportunity for us to cross a few jobs off our list. Michael took on the role of Waste Management Officer, reducing our rubbish to the smallest possible volume. When you're on a tropical island and don't have a replacement washer for the leaking tap, improvisation is the key.
Maybe.
Rescue mission on the way. Kite surfer flew out his kite, drifting over to the reef edge, and the neighbours are going to rescue him. He's having trouble starting his outboard. To the rescue saga. The fellow that went to rescue the kiteboarder, his motor's stopped working and now he's trying to row back to his boat. So we've dropped our dinghy and Bill's off to rescue him. Let's hope it doesn't escalate. With everyone safely rescued, it was time to watch another sunset.
Morning, Billy.
Good morning, Michael. Need a little.
You off for a swim?
Off for a swim.
Sophie's putting her happy feet on, her little penguin flip-flops. Sunset on my birthday. Red and orange over that way. And a monkey. Hello. Coming around here to purple, pink, yellow, blue.
What?
Not bad. Still very different from last night, which was not still. And then, after 5 beautiful days, it was time to leave and head back to the coast. Hit like and subscribe and come with us next time,
Back to Pancake Creek for some hiking
where we also take a couple of young adventurers on board.
and finishing off in Gladstone.
Come on.